The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Getaway Farm, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Pleasant Acres Stallions, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week as we recap Derby weekend at Churchill Downs, including the 4th Kentucky Derby victory for Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert and the 3rd winner of the Kentucky Oaks for trainer Larry Jones and former Kentucky Governor Brereton C. Jones. We begin with the Grade 2 Ali Sheba Stakes. Protonico, the 7-5 favorite. Travis Stone picks up the call.
They round the far turn. Den's Legacy. Here comes Protonico up alongside. And on the outside, Noble Bird is launching a bid 2-3-1 on the outside. Cougar Ridge is in behind them as the field turns for home. Den's Legacy still in front. Protonico draws alongside. And Noble Bird is fighting on as well. Down to the final furlong. Protonico inside of Noble Bird. These two lock horns with a 16th to go. Protonico on the outside, Noble Bird. Noble Bird's got the lead close to home. Noble Bird, Protonico fights on photo.
Protonico by Ashford Stud Stallion Giants Causeway fights back to defeat Noble Bird by a head. Don Velasquez up in 142-1. The Todd Pletcher trainee coming off a front-running 5-length victory in the Grade 3 Ben Ali Stakes. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by International Equities Holdings. Protonico has earned $828,000 for Samaya U.S. stable. Fillies and mares in the Grade 1 La Tryon Stakes. Sheer Drama, the 2-1 favorite. Travis Stone has the call.
The half mile was solid, 46 and 4/5 seconds. Here comes Gold Medal Dancer up to put a nose in front of Sweet Whiskey. Sheer Drama's right there to the outside in third and coming with a bid. And in behind is Molly Morgan, nowhere to go though. Tis Windy swings wide by Miss Sophia, shuffled back, top of the stretch, it's wide open. Top of the lane, and here comes Molly Morgan, shooting through toward the rail to take the lead outside the 8th pole. Gold Medal Dancer now second, Sheer Drama third. Tis Windy is grinding it out, but is fourth with a 16th to go. It's Molly Morgan in front, reaching out for the wire. Molly Morgan up the rail to victory.
Molly Morgan by Adena Springs Stallion Ghost Sapper gets through along the rail to defeat Sheer Drama by 3/4 of a length. Corey Lannery aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 143-1. Second in this race last year, Molly Morgan makes a triumphant return to her favorite track. The Dale Romans trainee has recorded 6 of her 8 career victories at Churchill Downs. The 6-year-old mare was bred in Kentucky by Mike Loffer, Bill Cubbage, and Greg McDonald and was a $90,000 Keeneland September yearling. Molly Morgan has earned $882,000 for Cubbage. DRF Breeding, home of the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. Sprinters on Derby Day in the Grade 2 Churchill Downs Stakes. In his first start since winning the Breeders' Cup Classic, Bayern sent off as the 4-5 favorite. Travis Stone picks up the call.
So they round the far turn. It's Private Zone in front. Nate's Mineshaft second at outside. 2 lengths back to Gentleman's Bet, who's taken over third. Bayern is back to fourth. 4 lengths to make up from there. Asks for more speed, but is struggling toward the rail. Pants on Fire's winding up from 5th. Top of the lane now. Private Zone surrenders to Nate's Mineshaft, who's in front with 1 furlong to go, but Private Zone's not done yet. And Private Zone is back in front with a furlong to go. Nate's Mineshaft, Pants on Fire, then it's Gentleman's Bet. Bayern's fading through the stretch, 100 yards to go. And Private Zone's gonna go start to finish to win it by 3.
Private Zone by Adena Springs Stallion Macho Uno draws off to defeat Nate's Mineshaft officially by 4.5 lengths. Martine Pedroza won the Keeneland Sells graduate in 122-2. A 3-time Grade 1 winner in New York, Private Zone faded to second in the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park handicap in his latest. This was his second start for trainer Jorge Navarro. The 6-year-old gelding was bred in Ontario by Adena Springs and was a $15,000 yearling from the Adena Springs consignment at the Keeneland September sale. Private Zone has earned $1,188,000 for Good Friend Stable. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you. with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at the 2-year-old sales. Sprinting fillies and mares in the Grade 1 Humana Distaff Stakes. Champion Judy the Beauty, the even money favorite. Again, here's Travis Stone.
So round the far turn they go. Moonlit strolls in front. Judy the Beauty pushed along for a bit more speed. Dame Dorothy is winding up 3 wide on the outside in third, and here she comes now. Thank You, Mary Lou is in fourth, and Sweet Reason is fifth as the field turns for home. Moonlit stroll down inside. Judy the Beauty between horses, and Dame Dorothy down the center of the track with Sweet Reason fourth and trying to close. 1 furlong to go. The champion's in front, Judy the Beauty, but Dame Thorry's taking it to her. Dame Dorothy on the outside. Judy the Beauty fighting right back. Judy the Beauty, Dame Dorothy. Dame Dorothy got it on the wire.
Another 2014 Breeders' Cup winner falls on Derby Day as Dame Dorothy defeats Judy the Beauty by a neck. Moonlit Stroll third for a sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. Javier Castellano, the winning jockey, in 122 3. Winner of the Sunshine Millions Distaff interseasonal debut, the Todd Pletcher trainee, was coming off a second-place finish in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita Stakes. The 4-year-old filly by Bernardini was bred in Pennsylvania by Dairy Meeting Farm. Dame Dorothy has earned nearly $620,000 for Chef Bobby Flay. The filly was consigned by Eaton Sales to the 2012 Keeneland September yearling sale, where she was purchased by agent James Delahook for $390,000. Grade 1 Humana Distaff Stakes winner Dame Dorothy, the Keeneland Sales graduate of the week. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adina Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adina Springs South.
If you have horses, you need to know about equine equipment savings. Thousands of small family farms and large equine facilities have saved millions using the Equine Equipment Savings Program. You can too. Whether it's a mower, tractor, haying equipment, or an implement that you need, be sure to call Equine Equipment Savings. All equipment is bought at your local dealer. It couldn't be easier to save. Equine Equipment Savings, the best value for your hard-earned money. Call today or visit our website.
For nearly half a century, the Northern Dancer sire line has dominated thoroughbred breeding. Galileo has earned his place among the breed-shaping sires from that lineage.
They're into the stretch. Magician is trying to come late.
Now, his best son in North America
On the far outside, Magician.
will carry on the legacy.
And Magician runs down the fugue.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with Derby Day turf action featured in this segment. We begin with the Grade 2 Churchill Distaff Turf Mile. Coffee Cleek, the 5-2 favorite. Travis Stone has the call.
In front, made on a mission on the outside. Coffee Click right there in behind. Sandiva's trying to find a way out. She's in behind horses. On the far outside, here comes Lady Laura diving down toward the rail. Kiss Moon is also there. 1 furlong to go. Still Tepin. Tepin by 2. Coffee Click's trying to get by, but Tepin is digging down deep and is holding on. And Julien Leperoux and Tepin have won.
Tepin takes the field gate to wire to defeat Coffee Cleek by a length and a half. Julien Leperoux up in 134 flat. Winner of the Grade 3 Delta Downs Princess Stakes on dirt at 2, the Mark Cassey trainee won an allowance optional claimer over the Gulfstream Turf in her seasonal debut. The 4-year-old filly by Bernstein was bred in Kentucky by Mockmer Hall and was a $140,000 Saratoga yearling. Tepin has earned nearly $581,000 for Robert Masterson. Julien Leperoux with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. 3-year-olds in the Grade 2 American Turf Stakes. Cassie sent out the 3-1 favorite in Conquest Typhoon. Again, here's Travis Stone.
Heading down the backstretch run, and it is Tuba in front on a clear-cut lead. Opens up a length and a half to Luck of the Kitten, who's sitting in second, and Wireless Futures on the outside in third. Royal Sun is tucked away fourth and toward the rail. A Lot is in the thick of things, running in fifth. Conquest Typhoon. It's going to be 4 wide to the far turn, run from sixth. Fire Spikes wide, Trip continues in seventh, nonetheless is eighth. Toward the inside, another 11 drop is running in ninth, about 5 or 6 lengths off the lead. Divisi Darrow's got about 9 lengths to make up, starting to wind up. Indian Naughty and World Approval as they come to the top of the stretch, where Tuba is still the leader. Tuba's off to turn in front. Here comes A Lot on the outside. Luck of the Kitten is stopped in behind horses. Conquest Typhoon, Royal Sun, Divisi Darrow is flying down the crown of the course. But in the meantime, A Lot got the jump and opened up by 2. Divisi Darrow coming with a flying finish. Divisi Darrow coming after A Lot. Divisi Darrow up in time.
Divisi Darrow rolls through the stretch to defeat A Lot by 3/4 of a length. Rafael Hernandez aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 141 2. A first-out maiden winner over the Gulfstream Park turf, Divisi Darrow was a close third in the Grade 3 Palm Beach Stakes in his second start. The colt by Kitten's Joy was bred in Kentucky by Hinkle Farms and was a $250,000 Keeneland September yearling. Trained by Buff Bradley, Divisi Darrow has earned $181,000 for Gunpowder Farms. Preakness winner at 3 and Med-Mile winner at 4, Darby Dan Farm stallion Shackelford was a brilliant 3-time Grade 1 winner of over $3 million who possessed 115 buyer speed. His first weanlings sold for up to $200,000. Watch for his first yearlings selling this summer. Next, the Grade 1 Woodford Reserve Turf Classic. Finnegan's Wake and Jack Milton, 7-2 co-favorites. Once again, here's Travis Stone.
Heading down the backstretch run, and it is Sky Captain the leader. Umgio second on the outside, just 3/4 of a length behind, with Chocolate Ride stalking them to their outside in third. Inside of 4 furlongs to go now. Jack Milton has moved off the rail for fourth. Optimizer's going to sneak through toward the inside, running in fifth. Slumber's on the move on the far outside, so too Seek Again. Grand Arch is shuffled back to the pack of the leading group, and a break of 4 back to Finnegan's Wake as the field rounds the far turn. Here comes Umgio coming after Sky Captain. Jack Milton swings up 4 wide, Chocolate Ride 5 wide. Seek Again is stacked in behind horses. Optimizer cut the corner off the turn. On the far outside, it's Grand Arch and Finnegan's Wake. Heading for the final furlong, Sky Captain is still there. Jack Milton coming hard on the outside, and so too is Finnegan's Wake. From last on the far outside, and Seek Again's coming on through too. Sky Captain, Jack Milton, Finnegan's Wake, Seek Again. Here's the wire. Too tight to tell.
And let's take another look at that 3-way photo finish. It's Sky Captain and Sean Bridgman taking the lead along the hedge. Jack Milton and Javier Castellano closing rapidly between horses. And Finnegan's Wake and Victor Espinoza flying down the middle of the track. And Finnegan's Wake gets up to take the photo by a head over Sky Captain. Sky Captain was demoted to third for drifting out during the stretch run and bothering Jack Milton. Time of the race, 1:47 1. The Peter Miller trainee had a 3-race Grade 2 winning streak snapped by his second-place finish in the Grade 2 San Luis Rey Stakes. The 6-year-old horse by Powers Court was bred in Kentucky by Jerry Crawford. Finnegan's Wake has earned $1.4 million for Donegal Racing and Rockingham Ranch. It's not too late to breed secure in 2015. Give Spendthrift Farm a call before you book your late season mare and learn how the Breed Secure program will drastically change your breeding operation this year and for many years to come. Call Des, Mark, or Brian today.
Some horses are so brilliant, they make you stop and take notice.
Fort Larden has given way. It's cross traffic.
Some are bred on a perfect cross.
Then on the outside, it's Mucho Macho Man round the Greek down toward the rail.
This horse has it all. Plus, traffic stopping good looks, cross traffic, unbridled songs, fastest son.
Cross traffic will take his place among the top handicapped horses in the country.
Our farm is going to be primarily a service organization. We will board horses for a number of different clients throughout the United States and Canada. We will focus on breeding mares. We also will be doing sales prep, either for the yearling sales here in Kentucky or for the breeding stock sales also here in the fall and in the early winter. We stand one stallion here, Greeley's Conquest. Endeavor Farm prides itself on being able to give individual care to every animal here.
Multiple graded stakes winner Parading is from the extraordinary family of Personal Ensign.
Here comes Personal Ensign. My flag is up to the test.
Flag flying, the heart of a champion.
Parading won stakes on dirt, turf, and all weather, and he now has stakes horses in his first crop. A versatile graded stakes winner from a family of champions with looks to match. Parading at Claiborne Farm.
And they're off.
After finishing a disappointing 8th in her first start, Groupie Doll would rebound just 2 weeks later to impressively break her maiden. She would go on to become one of the best sprinters of her generation, earning back-to-back Eclipse Awards. After selling for $3.1 million at the Keeneland November sale, everyone believed her racing career was over. But Groupie Doll would return and add another graded stakes victory to her impressive resume. OCD pellets build stronger bone and build your success story.
People want to know what's so special about Ocala. Centrally located between Orlando and Jacksonville, Ocala's equine industry has many incentives to breed, raise, and train thoroughbreds. Discover Ocala. Reach out to showcase properties, and we'll show you why we love where we live.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the last Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Kentucky Oaks coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with the inaugural running of the Grade 3 Pat Day Mile, formerly known as the Derby Trial. Competitive Edge, the 6-5 favorite. Here's Travis Stone with the call.
Hillbilly Royalty to catch. The half was solid though, 45 and 4/5 seconds. Competitive Edge is a clear second and is starting to gain some ground. Pain and Misery is winding up on the outside in third. Gimme the Loot is set to strike in behind from fourth. Lord Nelson's back in fifth. Where's the Moon is sixth toward the rail. Peace and War is going very wide, and the Truth or Else is as well. They hit the top of the stretch. Hillbilly Royalty surrenders to Competitive Edge as they straighten away. Pain and Misery is fighting on, but is still second with 1 furlong to go. Farther back, it is Lord Nelson as they come inside the final 1/8 of a mile. And it is Competitive Edge opening up to lead by 3, now by 4. And Competitive Edge, spectacular once again. The 3-length winner.
Competitive Edge by Windstar Farm Stallion Super Saver, the winner officially by 4.5 lengths over Pain and Misery. John Velasquez aboard in stakes record 134 flat. Competitive Edge is undefeated in 4 starts, including the Grade 1 Hopeful Stakes at 2. The Todd Pletcher trainee made easy work of his 3-year-old debut, taking the Tamarack Stakes at Gulfstream Park by 8 1/4 lengths. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Windstar Farm. It was a $750,000 2-year-old. Competitive Edge has earned $417,000 for Nancy Favreau, Kathy Pasonis, and Michael Tabor. Competitive Edge paid $460 to win and is the Malone's Favorite of the Week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Next, the Grade 1 Kentucky Oaks. California shipper Stellar Wind, the 3-1 favorite. Once again, here's Travis Stone.
Condo Commando heading down the backstretch run. Angela Renee in pursuit, second on the outside, and those two head for the 5/8 marker together. Shook Up is waiting in behind, racing in third. Lovely Maria on the outside is inching forward from fourth, up into third now. A break of 3 lengths back to Forever Unbridled. Bird at the Wire has advanced toward the inside. She's now 5th for the run onto the far turn. Money's on Charlotte is running in 6th. I'm a Chatterbox is 7th, but she's starting to get going. 5 lengths to make up from there as the field rounds the far turn. Here's Angela Renee, put a nose in front. Angela Renee now starting to edge clear. Lovely Maria running in second. Condo Commando's back into third. Shook Up swings wide for the stretch drive in fourth. The whip is out on Forever Unbridled in 5th. Stellar Wind was fanned 6, maybe 7 paths wide. Off the turn in the Kentucky Oaks, and Angela Renee digs down for the final furlong. Lovely Maria won't back down. It's Lovely Maria in front of Angela Renee. Shook Up on the outside from the back of the pack. I'm a Chatterbox is finishing strong. 100 yards to go. It's Lovely Maria clear by 3, and Lovely Maria wins the Kentucky Oaks.
Lovely Maria strolls home by 2 3/4 lengths over Shook Up, with the winner's stablemate I'm a Chatterbox third. Another Grade 1 victory for Kerwin Clark. The Keeneland Sells graduate clocked in 150-2. Lovely Maria becomes the 3rd winner of the Kentucky Oaks for trainer Larry Jones and for her owner, Brereton C. Jones. She prepped for the Oaks with a 3 1/4 length victory in the Ashland Stakes, the first Grade 1 victory for the journeyman jockey. The filly by Majestic Perfection was bred in Kentucky by Olin Gentry and Thomas Gaines. Lovely Maria has earned nearly $967,000. Coming up, a champion colt rules the Derby.
Goes 140 at 130-40. You get 40, you get 140, you get 130. Down over to get down 87, 90 down, down over to get down 90 grand by 890,000 down over to get down 90. 85 on a minute, 85, what do you think? 5 here, 85,000 down over to get down 5 on the minute.
Wholesome food that's fresh from Florida. You already know how good it is, but did you know that buying locally makes a good thing even better? Food grown here by Florida farmers doesn't need to be shipped as far. That saves fuel and cuts emissions, which helps the environment. Buying Florida-grown products creates jobs and generates revenue, and that helps our economy. Fresh from Florida, good for the environment, good for the economy, good for you.
Since 1894, Daily Racing Form has told the story of thoroughbred racing. 120 years later, Daily Racing Form continues to tell the story and now bridges the worlds of racing and breeding. Presenting the new DRF Sire-powered results tool. Access race results by sire, name of horse, track, date, age, type of race, distance, and surface. Available only at DRF Breeding.
Prince has run away. Cairo Prince with an emphatic win in the Holy Bull.
American Pharaoh is all class. Scintillating performance from American Pharaoh in the front runner stakes.
American Pharaoh, breathtaking as he dominates the Arkansas Derby.
In the business of breeding horses, timing is everything. Making ovulation more predictable, Sucromate Equine takes the guesswork out of scheduling breedings. Sucromate is the only FDA-approved deslorelin product indicated for inducing ovulation within 48 hours of treatment. Sucromate is safe, reliable, and results from a large field-based study show Sucromate provides a higher ovulation rate than any other product. Streamline your breeding season with Sucromate Equine.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the 141st running of the Kentucky Derby. Champion American Pharaoh, the 5-2 favorite. Here's the call by Travis Stone.
Down the backstretch at Churchill Downs, the first half mile was just 47 and 1/5 seconds of the long-legged Dortmund. With 5 furlongs to go, pressed along by Firing Line. They're a half a length apart with just outside of a half mile to go. A break at 2 lengths back, American Pharaoh is 3 wide, racing third to the far turn run. Carpe Diem is running along in 4th. Danzig Moon is now 5th. Ocho putting in a bid 6th and toward the inside. And then it's Bolo running in 7th. Move to Hitch coming under pressure from 8th. Mr. Z, it's a knockout. Frosted is starting to warm up, but he's going very wide as the field rounds the far turn. And Firing Line's in front. But American Pharaoh is looming up on the far outside. And Dortmund is digging down toward the rail. And these three are off the turn together. Dortmund cut the corner. American Pharaoh went wide. And Firing Line is firing between those two. Heading to the final furlong of the Kentucky Derby. American Pharaoh on the outside. Firing Line hanging tough from the back of the pack. It's Frosted. Dortmund down toward the rail. 16th to go. And American Pharaoh and Firing Line. And it's American Pharaoh pulling away late. American Pharaoh rules the Derby.
American Pharaoh by Windstar Farm Stallion, Pioneer of the Nile, takes it by a length over Firing Line with the winner stablemate Dortmund third. Back-to-back Derby victories for Victor Espinoza. Time of the race 2:03 flat, a 1:05 Beyer speed rating. The 4th winner of the Derby for trainer Bob Baffert, but his first since he teamed with Espinoza in 2002 with War Emblem. And the first Derby victory for owner and breeder Zayat Stables after 3 frustrating runner-up finishes, including Pioneer of the Nile in 2009. The Kentucky-bred champion colt earned the status of Derby favorite with his 8-length romp in the Grade 1 Arkansas Derby, coupled with a bullet 5-furlong work in 58-2 at Churchill Downs. It's on to the Preakness Stakes for American Pharaoh, who has a bankroll of $2,830,000. We'll have the Grade 1 Man of War Stakes and the Grade 1 Vanity Stakes next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.